Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Let me know everything is working. Let me see if the audio looks like it's working. Okay. I couldn't hear the speakers for some reason. But okay. Okay. We're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. Just so sorry about that was a little late. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on tonight with the StreamYard. So when I went to schedule the live, I could schedule it fine. StreamYard was working fine. And so I went over to Canva to do my little picture for the night, and it would not pull up Canva. I was like, what is going on? So Vincent's been like rebooting the internet. And then all of a sudden, when I went to go live, I even uploaded a video, like I was uploading a video to Patreon for you guys. I used StreamYard just a little bit ago, like right before the live. And then StreamYard wouldn't work. I was like, are you kidding? Are we kidding? So that's why my thumbnail, I mean, it looks fine. I mean, it looks like it usually does, but it doesn't look as good as I wanted it to. So I couldn't get nothing to work. So, if something happens and like I pull some stuff up and it like goes crazy or something, I'll just turn off my camera. Sometimes that'll help the internet connection, but at least you'll see me for a minute. But I am on my phone's like hotspot right now because he's doing an update or something. He's doing something. It's like we have a system here where we can't touch it. Like we can touch it, like there's a physical box, but it's like I don't know. It's just weird. It's different. It's like fiber or something. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So let's see if the comments will flow through there. And I'll say hi to some people. And hopefully if people left, they come back. I'm so sorry if you guys were waiting on me. I felt really bad. I was like, I got to get on there. Hello, Ladybug. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Kitty Cats. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Marcella. If you guys don't mind, will you take a second and hit the like? Because I did come on, I did come on. I was going to come on either way. Even if I couldn't, like present anything to you guys, I was just going to read for you guys, like, read the stuff. So, hey, True Crime Lullabies. I know, damn StreamYard. I've never had problems with StreamYard normally. But tonight, whoa. Like, I mean, I've had some problems. I couldn't hear the music. The music was not playing on my end, so I had to turn on my iPad and I could hear it. That's why I was like, oh, okay, never mind. But I couldn't hear it like through it wasn't coming through. I was like, what is going on? And then Angel said, hear nothing. I'm like, oh no. But I think it was like right before, like it came onto you guys because there's a little bit of a lag. So, hey, Doodlebug. Hola, baby girl. Hey, Pete. Hey, Deborah. I'm not tech savvy either. I'm not either. I brought in reinforcements. Hey, Connie. Good to see you. Hey, Ace. Who else do we have in here? The Yankees won. Well, they're I thought you meant they like tied with the Red Sox with the final game tomorrow night. Oh, with the final game tomorrow night. Ooh, that sounds good. I like it whenever there's teams that are like tying and they have to go play again. Actually, baseball though, you play the same team a lot, it seems like. Hey, Doodlebug. Like it seems like you guys play them more than twice. Do you guys play the teams more than twice? Let me know. I'm not into baseball that much. My brother is. My brother's a baseball person. I'm more of the football kind of person. Hey, PKC. My dad never watched baseball. Actually, come to think of it. Hey, Petunia. And usually we just, like when you're kids, usually just grow up like listening and watching what your parents watch. And then that's kind of like what you start to like, I feel like. So, hey, Tony. That was just never a thing in there. Like I said, Vincent to you, True Crime Lullabies. He's good. He's good with the Wi-Fi. Usually, not tonight. Hey, Lenora. Hey, Crime Kitty. Welcome in. But I did go to this is gonna like people are gonna be like, what? It was the year 2000. Just picture it. Before anything ever happened that was bad in this world, well, there's bad things, but not in New York. Not in New York. Things were great in New York then. We went to my friend invited me to a Yankees game. His dad got tickets because he owned like this car dealership, and they somehow, I don't know, someone gave like tickets to this game, and we went, and I can't remember the guy's name now, but he was an outfielder, and my friend was like, I yelled his name. My friend was like, oh, you're not supposed to do that or something like that. And he turned around and because I had a laugh. You think I have a loud mouth now? You should have saw me when I was young. I was 15. So then I yelled and he like waved at me and I waved back. And my friend was like, of course you would get them to wave at you. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm going to yell their names till they do. I'm annoying. I'm not annoying friend. You invited me. You should know. But it was so cute because he invited me and he had guy friends, but none of his guy friends knew sports. And he was like, a little bit. So I'll take you with me. I thought it was sweet. And he actually just had a baby not too long ago. So always going to pick out a new one. Yeah. Isn't it nice to have techie people around True Crime Lullabies? I love it. I really do. Because I am not a techie person. I actually just received something that's like so high tech. I don't even know. We're going to have to figure out how to use it. But let's get into it. Let's see if we can actually get into it tonight. I have all of my stuff minimized too, because of course I was going to restart my computer, but then I never did. So we're just going to see where we're at. Let's see what I think I had them in order at least. And what was I going to tell you? I'm going to tell you a little bit of a background before we get started. So if you're not familiar, I'm going to give you a background on Celeste. I'm going to give you background on the discovery of her body. I'm going to give you all the background stuff for that. But Celeste, sorry, I was looking at a picture of her. Rivas Hernandez was a 15-year-old from Lake Elsinore, California, who had a documented history of running away from home She was reported missing at least 3 times in 2024 by the Riverside County Sheriff's Office, with the most recent report being filed in April of 2024. Her ex-boyfriend, which we'll hear from him tonight, we went over this on our last live, but it was like right at the end, so I don't know if anybody caught that part of it. But we're going to go over that interview with her ex-boyfriend, Damien Hernandez. No, no relation, whom she dated in middle school. He described her as kind and seeking a serious relationship, although she was only 13, but noted she had a troubled home life starting in early 2024. So according to Damien, Celeste called her parents really mean and expressed dislike for being at home, though he mentioned no specific like abuse allegations or anything. Just general dissatisfaction, that she didn't like her family. He remembers, one time during like PE, her coming up to him and saying that she was going to run away. And the next day she didn't come to school. So it says, I read earlier that police were called to her family's Lake Elsinore home 11 times. So, and that was in 1 year for her running away and incidences like that. So, not all the reasons are, stated publicly, but most of them, I'm thinking that some of them are runaways. Now, I don't know if all of them are. We discussed last night, who is living in the home with her mom. We've seen, we just hope that there's no abuse in the home, but we've seen things. We went over cases where it's been like, that's been the case. And the statistics of that also. But the discovery of her body was on September 8th, 2024, Celeste's decomposing body was discovered in the front trunk of a Tesla. The Tesla was registered to a musician. He goes by the name of David. His name is David Burke. He's professionally known as David. But the vehicle was abandoned in a Hollywood parking lot, tow yard for some time, and they had a smell coming from it, and they said, okay, we need to get the cops here. The exact date of death has not been given to us yet. We don't know. They haven't confirmed that. So, but they have confirmed through an autopsy that she was not pregnant and had not been in the year leading up to her death. So that, unfortunately that was, it's not, there's no good news in this, but I'm glad that she wasn't pregnant. But her body was released to her family on September 24th, and a memorial service is going to be held on October 4th. So it's coming up. And it's going to happen in her hometown of Lake Elsinore. So the Los Angeles Police Department's Robbery Homicide Division took over the case immediately, classifying it as a death investigation rather than a homicide, pending further results. Now, an officer did come out and say, the chief or whatever said a homicide. They're working it as a homicide. I think they say that with all cases, though, that they get that are strange or, abnormal. They work them as homicides until they can, say otherwise. But police have acknowledged some criminal culpability, likely criminal culpability here, related to the concealment of her body, but stated it's unclear if foul play was involved. So no arrests have been made. No charges have been filed as of today or tonight. The Los Angeles Medical Office lists her cause of manner of death as deferred with results pending. So I think that they're waiting on the toxicology to come back in and see where they go from there, So yeah. And welcome on in, everybody. Hey, Casey. Hey, Cupcakes. I was on a roll. I don't know why I was on another page when I was like reading to you guys. I was like looking at you guys, talking to you guys. I was like looking at, I don't know why I was looking at her picture. Because I was getting ready to read this to you guys. So this video to me, I mean, it says a lot. It says a lot. It says a lot in some ways to me. This is the video. If you guys haven't seen this yet, she is screaming at her neighbors. Apparently, they had played like some sort of prank on her. And we'll listen to it here in just a minute, but I'll read through this. But she, like, for her age, she's saying a lot of adult words. I'm just like, oh my goodness, you know? And so I don't know. I don't know what that makes me think. So it says Celeste Rivas went home to visit family in Lake Elsinore, California, exactly 1 year before her body was found in David's Tesla. That's what this new video of her arguing with her parents' neighbors seems to show. That's what I wanted to look up. See if it'll. I was going to see if it would like show me all the dates. April 5th. Okay. Because it's strange to me that she oh, let me put it up on the stage, that she, you know, wasn't home for a year, but then in September she was. So I'm just like, because the video was, it says right here, recorded on S camera on September 8th, months after Celeste had been reported missing. And neighbors say it shows her going off on a family over a prank. So if she's missing for a year, but she comes back in September, is that how you knew about the tattoo? Is that how they knew about all this stuff? Hey, Sarah. Like, did they know about David? I mean, that's young. Let's say she was 13, he was 18. There's laws against that in California. I've actually looked them up. I looked them up. There is no, like, I didn't even know this was a law, Romeo and Juliet law, where if your parents say it's cool, pretty much, like if you're under the age of 18, but one of you's like 14, one's 17, or 13 and 17, it's okay. Like under this like law, they don't have that law in California. It's straight 18. Cannot have sexual relations with anybody under the age of 18 unless they are 18. Like they had to be 18. Nobody under the age. So, because I know some people were talking about that. So I looked it up. But it says here that in the clip, a family sits outside their apartment building listening to music. Yeah, what are they listening to? It's like an old song. I can't remember it right now off the top of my head, but I hope they don't get me for the music. But they're listening to it. When Celeste starts yelling, accusing one of the kids of ding-dong ditching her parents' home. That's what it was. Oh, yeah, we used to do that. We were kids. We were hellions. While the nighttime video isn't super clear, we're told the neighbors recognized the girl as Celeste because they'd seen her face on missing posters that had gone up in the area back in April 2024. Well, it sounds like the same girl from the video from the Twitch stream. So if that's Celeste, then that's Celeste. I mean, they sound the same. Celeste's high-pitched screams cut through the air as she confronts the family with swear words and perhaps a racial slur, peppering her tirade. Oh, I didn't hear that part. We'll have to listen. You can hear a man yell back, he isn't black, and therefore she shouldn't call him the N-word. After this confrontation, we're told the neighbor's boyfriend went to Celeste's house to apologize, and Riva's dad answered. But he seemed unbothered by the situation. Huh. Okay. One neighbor told us Celeste was reported missing in April. Her family walked around with those posters, and when the neighboring family saw Celeste that night, they just assumed she'd been found and everything was fine. The date of the video, September 8th, is notable as that would have been the day after Celeste's 14th birthday and exactly 1 year before authorities opened the trunk of David's impounded Tesla to discover her remains. It just says she's not pregnant. Man. Okay. And there is, I mean, that's just, I don't know. We'll have to listen to the video and hear it it again because I listened to it. I don't think I only listened to it once, so maybe that's why. Yeah. If she does say anything like that, then I'm so sorry. Okay. Put my headphones on. So they're pointing to where she is.
All the way up to the end?
Right there. I'll tell you.
And she says something there like I literally ended something like I live at the end. Well, let me put them on. Yeah, okay. Here, so I'll take it back.
All the way up to the end?
Right there. I'll tell you where that. See that door right there? Number 2, not down there.
So this, let me get this straight. Hey, Ashleigh. Hey, Mary Beth. So oh, this is the ghetto or something. These are all apartments, and this music is that loud. And I mean, oh, I'd be that person. I'd be out there like, no. I mean, I love the music. I'd be out there jamming with you probably if it was a weekend. But if this is during the week, you got to work. What is this? It's not gin and juice, but it's like one of those like songs like back in the day like that.
Number 2 right there.
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
I ain't gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping. Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let a woman talk? All right, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
Why is she over here again?
Why is she over here again?
You don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
You talk to you.
Ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black girl with your black talking. Yeah.
Like this brother right here, he's sweeping up. He don't want to get in the middle of it. He's like, I ain't about this life, right? He's like, I ain't about this life. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm sweeping. But they got the kids out here. You got the kid rolling. What time is it? You got the kid rolling by with the bike.
Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying we're not black. Let it go. Go back to your house.
Look, that kid's not even phased.
Do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. You know me. What you are but a little girl. What you but a little girl. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. Salvador, you tripping.
Oh my God.
So then she comes back again because you could tell this is later on because you got the kids and everything like out here. She's mad.
Not because you tripping. Move the out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your over there, little girl. Go there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go. Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
That woman said go call her dad, babe. So man. I guess she was calling him the N-word. She was throwing that around. So yeah. But I mean, like if that I don't know. Some people it really depends on where you're from. I know that you shouldn't use that word, but I mean, some people grow up in that lifestyle where that's just they feel comfortable with that. And I don't feel comfortable with it, but apparently she did. Now, I mean, they look Mexican to me, but he said, we're Southsiders over here. That must be like, maybe that's a gang. I don't know. I know. And the kids just like, just being there and like, oh, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it really is. All of it's all of it. Okay, so then we'll go over to where's the maybe I don't have Okay, we'll go get it. We'll grab it. That way, if you guys haven't seen it, you can. I think I'd like. Oh, sorry. I went to TMZ to try to find this, and okay. I just gotta say. Let me duplicate this and find what I'm looking for first before I show this. I was going to show you that Celeste ex-boyfriend's video. Here it is. Okay. Oops. Okay. But I go over there and this is what's on there. So this is what's on like the main page of TMZ. Like if you love the boy bands, if you were in that era, then you'll get it. But what were we thinking? Look at these. Look at NSYNC now. Look at how much. I know we all got older, but we ain't got money like them. What is going on with Lance Bass's hair? And he used to be the good looking one, I thought. I had to show you guys that. I just thought that was hilarious to me. That's why I giggled. I didn't mean to giggle, but when you're looking at NSYNC and you're going, wow, them guys, them were the guys. Them were the guys. Them were. No wonder why they put Justin Timberlake in the front. I would have probably too. But what, Lance? What's going on with your hair, buddy? Actually, all their hair, really. Okay, we're back on the case. We're back on the case. Okay, so this is the video. One of you guys, I think two of you guys actually one of you sent me this, and one of you guys told me about it the other day when we were going over this case. But this is her ex-boyfriend, and he came forward, and I was like, oh. And he's with his mom, and he looks her age, age appropriate. But I thought we would play it again just in case you guys didn't get to see it, because it was like literally like right at the end, and we were getting ready to, I think, end the live or something right when we looked it up. So I know he's gay, but man, you think he'd have better hair? I just had to tease him a little. Okay, I think it's so funny. I would go to an NSYNC concert though. I would. Could you imagine him? Imagine him on stage. I don't think they can move like they could before. Okay, so like I said, this is Damien Hernandez. I think of his last name. Should know that. He dated her when they were in middle school, and she had told him that she wanted something serious, which I thought was kind of strange at 13. But if you don't have a good home life, maybe, Okay.
How did you meet Celeste?
Through a friend.
Tell me how that whole relationship started.
Like this kid, he looks age appropriate. He don't, look at this kid compared to David. Just they're the opposite. Like this guy's like real. I don't know how David talks or anything because I don't know the guy, but this guy's like very like well-mannered and just very like timid. Just he's probably like, what is going on with my life?
I guess she liked me, or she was looking for someone, and
she was looking for someone.
We started talking.
And what school was this in?
Lakeland Village.
Was she sweet? Was she kind? What do you remember about her?
She was really kind, and she said she wanted something serious.
And how old were you when you met her?
13 or 14.
Like, to me, that sounds like something's going on. Like, I don't know, something's going on at home. If she's telling a 13-year-old boy and she's 13 or whatever, or maybe he's 14, I don't know. Maybe I think they're the same age, but I wanted something serious. Like, who wants something serious at 13? Well, I shouldn't say that, but
So at what point did you feel, or did you hear from Celeste that there were problems at home?
She said how her mom didn't treat her well or whatever, and she didn't like where she was at.
Did she talk at all about her relationship with her parents?
Kind of. She just said they were mean or whatever. She didn't like them.
And then you guys broke up, and the next thing you know, you find out that she's involved with this internet sensation, David.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen, like at all, because like she was always like
That's true.
so happy and stuff.
What is your last memory that you have of Celeste?
We were at PE, and she told me and my friend that she was running away, and she said it was because of her parents, and she was like joking about it, and she was like happy, like joking like she always was, and like it didn't seem real because like she was like playing around, joking about it.
Well, who's going to believe that? If let's say I mean, not just the runaway part, but like if she said, I'm running away and I'm going to go with this guy, David from Hollywood, who would believe that? I wouldn't. I mean, but I'm from Ohio. I keep forgetting that too. You know, I mean, that just isn't what you hear out here, but he didn't believe it. He was like, no, she'll be here tomorrow.
And the next day she wasn't at school, and like that's the last time I saw her.
Did it break your heart that you were not going to be with her, or did you feel upset about losing the relationship?
Not really. It was kind of clear that we're like better as friends, but it was kind of sad that I wasn't able to like say goodbye, but like see how she was doing, like when she ran away.
What was your reaction when you saw the breaking news that they had found your ex-girlfriend's body in the trunk of his car?
My heart dropped. I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I kind of had a feeling when I saw like the first thing. I was like, what if it is her? But I just like brushed it off. But when I saw it really was her, I was like, damn, I really knew.
So let me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You had seen the news out of Los Angeles that a body was found in his car.
Yeah.
And you immediately had a sinister thought about Celeste?
Yeah, because one of my friends told me.
Were you at home with your mom when they identified Celeste and you saw it all over the news? Can you remember that moment for us?
Yeah, I was on the way to school, and then like she just like showed me, and like I took a picture of it and I sent it to one of my friends, and he's like, yeah, I saw it too. It's crazy. And I just couldn't believe it.
So this has been the talk of the school.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
fact it was someone
Sure.
that my son was so close to at one time, and how everything happened.
Can you imagine that would be the talk of the damn school? They have smaller schools, I'm sure, up there, you know. Like Elsinore, like I'm sure that their schools are smaller and the kids all probably know one another. I wonder how big those schools are. I'm kind of curious now.
It's kind of scary. It's really close to home. And if it could happen to her, it could happen to anyone. And everyone just needs to be very careful on social media.
What about you? What do you think about at night when this kind of flashes through your mind?
I just think like
Population 73,000. Well, Lake Elsinore, yeah, 73,000. So 1,800 inhabitants per square mile.
if someone actually like did something, like when she said she was gonna run away, because I feel like no one cared.
Oh, I was trying to stop that. I was trying to do something really quick. Dang it. If you guys don't mind, as I'm getting the next video, if you guys would hit the like button for me, that'd be great. Well, like for California. I mean, it's small for California is what I was thinking. Like, let's see. I don't know how to spell. Oh, there it is. I guess maybe not. Maybe it's a little bit bigger than I thought. I don't know. Some of them towns in California can be pretty big. Your town has 11,000. We have like, yeah, I don't. Let's see how many we have. 48,000. little bit bigger than what you have, but it's actually bigger than my hometown. But compared to like, other towns in California, they're all very dense and they're all very populated. Like you go into like, it's crazy. You go into a town and you'll be in another town, but you think you're still in the same town because there's not a bunch of miles in between each town, if that makes sense. I know that I said town like 14 times, but there's a city within a city within a city within a city. It's like, when do you get to the outskirts? Like, and you don't. You don't. But yeah, so let's get back over to the tabs that I wanted to show you. Okay. Oh, look, it was right here. Why? Okay, I'm going to close that because we just went over that. I did have it pulled up. I thought I did, but then I was like, maybe I did it. So I found this earlier. Sheriff's deputies called to home 11 times in a year, 3 times in one day. What was going on there? 11 times in a year? 3 times in one day? Did you have a lost dog and they found it and then you lost it again? They found it and you lost it again? I mean, I've never, I don't know what you would do 3 times to have the cops come back 3 different times, but it does say here, more evidence has surfaced as Celeste Rivas' troubled home life. Riverside County Sheriff's deputies were called to her house 11 times in just 1 year. Deputies repeatedly responded to her house in Lake Elsinore, California between February 2024 and April 2025, according to police records obtained by TMZ. And get this, cops say deputies visited Celeste home 3 times in a single day on March 19th, 2024. Does that date ring a bell to anybody? Is that the same day? Hold on. Yeah, wait. That's the same day this video. Yeah. I was like, that date is familiar. I was like, I do think that date's familiar because on my brother's birthday is March 16th. That's how I remember. It says that's the same date on the surveillance video that TMZ obtained from the liquor store, the one that she was running. Wow. Celeste's sister went to the store after Celeste ran away and checked to see if she was on the video. There is a shot of Celeste running down the street and going out of frame. A car pulls out. It's unclear if she got in that car. 2 of the 3 visits that day were at Celeste's home. The 3rd was to the liquor store. So maybe that was it. Instead of a lost dog, it was, runaway kid. Maybe it was something like, I don't know. The records state almost all the calls were listed as minor crime investigations, with the exception of one other call for suspicious circumstances. Police took reports for 4 of the incidents, and cops plan to do follow-ups on 3 of the calls. The dispositions are on the rest of the calls were not available. Okay. Worth noting, police responded to Celeste's home at 9:29 p.m. on April 5th, 2024, about a half hour after her family reported her missing to police at 9 p.m., according to her missing persons flyer. Wow, okay. As we first reported, Celeste had a troubled home life and threatened to run away several times. An ex-boyfriend from middle school told TMZ she had joked about it before she actually left. Celeste's dismembered and decomposed body was found in the front trunk of a Tesla belonging to the singer David in September. Police say she was likely dead for weeks before she was discovered. David is not charged in connection to the case. Now, do you think he will be? Do you think he will be in trouble? It's a good question, I was just thinking about, for some reason, I don't know why I would go to St. Louis, but I was like, it looks beautiful there. Like, I mean, I don't know anybody from St. Louis, but I saw a picture of it like a few days ago, and I'm in one of these like bucket list kind of moods, and I'm like, that's a really pretty place to go. Like, that's a nice looking state. I'm like been wanting to go to like all the states. I have to make it to some of them, some more of them. I haven't made to very many. So a couple other things that I wanted to show you guys before I forget. I want to make sure. I just have to do this. And okay. I don't know what this means. We're just going to publish it. Okay. The Ellen Greenberg, before I forget, at the new documentary, the docuseries, episode 1 is on the Patreon. I just wanted to let you guys know that I didn't forget to do that today. I was just letting it upload while we were talking. So the cops apparently got a phone call back in September, and they went to a home, and the home happened in Texas, and the home happened to be David Burke's parents' house. Apparently somebody called in a swatting incident on them, and the cops show up and their guns are drawn, and they don't know whose house they're at, but they said that the call was coming from inside the house. And I listened to this twice, and I swear he says that when I heard it. So he says that, the phone pinged from here. So it would have to be somebody that was there, or like right in that general area of the house when they made the call. So we'll have to listen to this again. We'll see what they say. Because, yeah, it says cops rushed to parents' Texas home for swatting call. So, yeah, this is just, just another thing in the list of this case is crazy.
I'll go out wide and keep you covered. You want to tap the door? Just wait for me. Because I'm going to keep you covered.
Like you hear them like, I'm going to keep you covered and everything. Like they are not messing around. And this was on September 18th.
Go ahead. I got you covered. Come right here. There's too many windows. Here, knock on the door. We got a phone call from here saying that somebody was dead. Is there somebody else that lives on this property that has your address? What's your address? That's it.
That's it. That's what actually
We got an address. There was a gunshot and a woman scream.
What?
I'm serious. That's why we came up here like this, because and then they talked to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Look, close the door.
Knock on the door. We need to talk to him. We ain't got time for this.
Close it. Just straight close the door. Like, I mean, have you ever? I thought he says, like, right before that, my son or something like that. Like, so I'm going to go back and see if you guys hear it.
No, sir.
Because
right there.
There was a gunshot
Okay, so,
and a woman scream.
What?
I'm serious. That's why we came up here like this, because and then they talked to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir.
okay, let me turn this on. But I swear he says my son.
Talk to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Right there. Does he say yes, sir? Or is he saying my son? My son. I don't know what he says right there. But it almost sounds like he's saying my son. Oh, I'll go back one more time. Let you guys hear.
I'm serious. That's why we came up here like this, because and then they talked to the caller. Whoever they were talking to said that there's a person dead.
No, sir. No, sir.
Like what? I don't know what he said right there. But he shut the door. That'll work. Yeah. I know. Could you imagine? I would never have the gall. I would have already had these officers in my home. That'd be me. Come on in. What do you mean? Come check out my place. Is there someone trying to murder me right now? Because my son is David Anthony Burke, right? And he's in a lot of trouble, maybe, allegedly. But at this time, he's not at the house, and this is on the 18th.
Knock on the door. We need to talk to him. We ain't got time for this.
We ain't got time for this. That sounds like something I'd say.
Ma'am, we got to figure out what's going on so we can leave, okay?
Very advised. We made contact. They said nothing happened here. She shut the door. Now she's calling 911.
That's clear. We haven't received a call.
I believe she's going to be in the process.
Go ahead, give him a call if you want to verify it. Okay.
I heard that he owns a couple homes in Texas. I'm thinking that one of them is probably close to his parents' house. Maybe that's where he's at.
All right, she's calling you now. There's more that went on.
Can you repeat, sir? Broken traffic.
Huh? That's not normal activity. If somebody
This is a 911 call to his house, to his parents' house, David Anthony Burke's house.
if you were at the wrong address, they'd be concerned about somebody else. Like really?
Hey, Don.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, they'd be trying to help. Sorry to bother you, but somebody called and said there was something. I mean, there was a person that where they called on themselves. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, there's somebody dead.
They called on the cell, I said.
Someone dead.
That's what we have. I mean, we're gonna take caution. You know what I mean? Wasn't trying to scare y'all. Just
I bet you his mama is going to beat his butt when she sees him out here. She's got her pink robe on. I don't know what's on it. It looks like bats. Are those bats on her pink robe? But still, what are you doing? And don't call people's parents' house and swat them. Who did this? I hope they find out.
this house is way off the roadway.
So you just opened the gate and came in?
Yes, ma'am. I'll put it back. I have a gate just like it.
I think it's probably different.
Yeah, when it's something like this, when they say somebody's dead, their life matters more than, you know what I mean? I didn't damage your gate. I just opened it. Oh, yeah.
She worried about her damn gate. This is David Anthony Burke. I keep calling him advice for them. This is David's parents' house. That's David's parents. Someone swatted them. So someone called and said, you know, there's someone dead on the premises, and you know, we thought someone had a gun over here. Someone shot somebody, because that's what they said on the phone. So I'm wondering if it was one of his little brother or his little brother or little sister that called this in, because they're saying that, you know, the call's coming from inside the house. And she's like on her cell phone calling 911. Like, can you tell me why these officers are at my house? They're telling you, lady. Like, she doesn't believe that they're real officers, but they're not going to just show up in the middle of the night, two of them, and look like them guys and look like officers of the law and say, we just got a swatting incident for you. Do you think those are going to be the guys that are going to be to your house taking pictures, or like the paparazzi? Nah. And are you going to come out in your red pink robe? No.
They ain't on their phone.
And this is not a Texas.
Yeah, it's an out-of-state number.
Look. He already knew.
But it would be pinged here though, because wherever they call from, it pings and sends it to dispatch.
What?
So like whenever you call 911, wherever you are, it sends
the call is coming from inside the house.
It sends like a ping to that's how they know the address.
And this address came up to this number?
Yes, ma'am, that's where he was meeting. County to engine 42.
So is there somebody on my property?
It could be. We'll check the property for you. Yes, please. So we'll ride around. If you give me a layout, how's the property? Like, does it go further back? Like,
no, it doesn't go any further back. It's right here, and then it goes right here.
Well, him and I will ride around and check, and then we'll leave.
Yeah, okay. So that was a false alarm. See, I don't like this kind of thing. But if I really do have an emergency, then
yeah.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
You don't be mad. She looked big mad.
No, we're gonna be here.
Okay.
We're gonna get here.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I understand it, but
y'all have a good night.
Don't be mad at the officers. I mean, they could have really rolled up in there. They could have kicked that door in and had guns drawn. Right? That's how I thought it worked. Good thing they probably knew who these people were. They probably put it in their little computer thing, and their little computer went boop, 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 boop. And it said their name, and it probably said affiliations and all that, because they didn't even ask to see the kids. They have kids there. They have 2 kids. I believe that David has a younger brother, younger sister, maybe. I don't know if, I think they're both younger, and they live there. So wouldn't you like? Yeah, that only 2 instead of 12, right? They probably only had maybe 2 on this whole squad or something. Maybe they live in a small town. I don't know, but yeah, I'm surprised too, because usually they come busting through your door. That's something you don't mess with, you know. You just don't be swatting his parents. But I mean, his mom is going to be mad at him when she sees that she's on TMZ in her pink robe. I would be, if that was Vincent did that to me. I'd be like, what are you thinking? So I forget this guy's name. He's the guy that hangs out with Harvey on TMZ, the guy with the dreads. But he went on Banfield. Well, he went on he went on Banfield, but that was okay. But then he went on her podcast, and it was better. I thought the episode was better. I don't know. I mean, this is like the same one from her episode. I don't know why I thought this was better. Maybe I just did. Oh, it's because I watched her before. Okay, that's why I thought it was better. Okay. I'm like, why did I think this was better then? It's probably because, well, actually, we kind of talked about all that, but we can go in through like this, we'll double listen to it. Just kind of skip over the ex-boyfriend part. That's why I was like, why do I play this? Because I already went through all of it with you guys, but we will play. And I want to actually go over this with you guys. Okay, so apparently, maybe we'll skip that because I think I pretty much told you everything. We'll see. Okay. Apparently, old dude David went and got a lawyer. He got a lawyer. Her name is Blair Burke. No relation. I feel like I'm saying that a lot tonight. No relation to him, but let me pull it up here. She is a Hollywood A-list. It says here, it says primary focus area, criminal defense, years in service, 31. Because I'm gonna listen. We're gonna listen to something in a minute from Lauren Conlon, and she says that she's not a criminal defense attorney. I thought she said that, but she is, because her primary focus area is criminal defense. But she is a Hollywood A-list elite. Hollywood's A-list elites trust Burke to manage high-profile cases with discretion and finesse. You know, all that about that finesse. Her celebrity clients include Gerard Butler, Kanye West, that's problematic person, Reese Witherspoon, what the heck could she do? Ryan Seacrest, Heather Locklear, Keith Sutherland, Queen Latifah, what's the Queen do? And Lindsay Lohan. So she's got some big names under her belt there, you know? Yeah, I like that. I like her better on her podcast. Plus, she doesn't have to wear the same color all the time, you know? She doesn't have to do that. So apparently, I don't know if like this is it's Los Angeles Magazine. It's Lauren Conlon is the one that wrote it. And if you don't know who that is, she has like a YouTube channel. She did the Diddy case. She's done a lot of cases. But she didn't get bigger in my opinion, I think, until I don't know. This is just me. Maybe she was, and I just didn't know until she started like covering like the Diddy case and stuff. And then she covers this case too. So she covers a couple. So it says here that in a development that has intensified further pressure on the once rising musician, David Anthony Burke, known professionally as David, sources close to the investigation confirmed Tuesday that the 20-year-old artist has retained high-profile Los Angeles criminal defense attorney Blair Burke to represent him amid the ongoing probe into the death of a 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Burke, renowned for navigating celebrities through DUIs, public scrapes, and minor legal entanglements, has limited experience in murder cases, though she has handled them before. So she has. Most recently, Monica Cementelli, I don't know, accused of murdering her hairdresser's husband. Oh, her hairdresser husband. Okay. I was like, dang, what'd they do to your hair, girl? No, her hairdresser boyfriend. Wow. The hiring surfaced on the heels of a statement from Los Angeles Police Department suggesting that criminal liability may not extend beyond the concealment of a body. As the case unfolds, private investigator Steve Fisher, who has closely tracked the investigation, warns that the narrative may be shifting towards damage control rather than a full-blown homicide case. Been watching my show? We just talked about that. Fisher, speaking on a recent broadcast with Los Angeles, painted a picture of a case that could boil down to a misdemeanor charge under California law for concealing a body, punishable by up to a year in jail and fines. From that news release, it sounds like concealment of a body is probably what they're looking at, Fisher said. He speculated that authorities might frame the incident as an overdose or OD gone awry, where somebody made a bad decision and she ended up in that Tesla. That's not just a bad decision. No, that's not a bad decision. A bad decision would be park it in the handicap and you're not handicapped. That'd be a bad decision. You get your fine of $250 or $500, whatever it is, No. This was multiple bad decisions over a year or more time. This wasn't just one incident. If it was a drug overdose, and they can't prove this. I mean, but I'm going to say it. That wouldn't have been the first time she was doing the drugs, right? Wouldn't have been the first time. If this was, no, I don't believe it. I don't believe that. So if that would have been the case, then I believe that she's been doing them the last year or plus longer, however long she's been with him. If it comes out to be an OD, I mean, people do OD their first time, doing drugs. I understand that, but not usually like that, unless it's like something hardcore. You know what I mean? I don't think she was doing. Maybe they were doing stuff that was that hard, but I don't think they would be. But they're going to try to make it out like, it was one bad decision and, she OD'd and they took her body and put it in the Tesla. I don't even know. They keep going back and forth the dismembered part. If she was dismembered, what was the reason for doing that? What was the reason for you putting her in the car and not calling the police? After she OD'd, that was a bad decision. You had an underage girl in your house. Like, I would have probably called the police, but probably wouldn't give her drugs. I probably wouldn't have an underage kid in my house, but Good night, True Crime Lullabies. No, she wasn't. Celeste wasn't on Banfield. The guy from TMZ was. With no apparent homicide charges on the horizon, David's role in Fisher's view extends beyond a police station or a courtroom. It's also about managing a PR nightmare to salvage his career. It's going to be a tough thing to do at this time, Fisher added, noting the viral backlash that David has experienced due to his lyrics, possible connections to minors, and creepy merchandise on his website. If he didn't do anything to her, I mean, he can make a comeback. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say that I think that he should, or I don't think that he should, or any of that. I don't know him. I don't care to know him. I don't, I'm just telling you. People may be like, okay, he didn't do it. And they start listening to his music and they like his music. I don't know. I think that he did have some creepy merchandise, but I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. I just keep thinking of Ozzy Osbourne, like biting the bat head off. Like that's what just keeps coming to my brain right now. Like this is completely something totally different, but I'm just saying like, that's what comes to my head. Like, did he have merchandise after that? Like him like biting the head off or something. I don't know. Because his is like, like David's is because of a music video that he was killing himself in. His alter ego, which I think is a little weird. Like, is your alter ego? I mean, like, does he have split personalities? Maybe could he have that? I don't know. I'm just speculating over here today. I can actually say that because we don't have many documents yet. But I think the lyrics, I don't know. Maybe, the Celeste song, that says a lot, right? What are the odds, right? What are the odds that you're going to have two girlfriends, two girls that are in your life named Celeste also? That seems like they did that on purpose. Like they brought that girl in on purpose. I don't know why they would. Maybe because of Celeste being a minor. Maybe they thought the police were getting onto them. I don't know. Maybe it would make like the fan, or maybe they just thought it would confuse the fans, So it says here, however, the stakes could escalate if evidence surfaces of a sexual relationship between the teen and the musician. David has remained silent since the grim discovery of Rivas Hernandez's body on September 8th, 2025, the day after her 15th birthday, in the front trunk of his Tesla abandoned in the Hollywood Hills. Fisher also revealed information from a close source indicating that Rivas was spotted at parties alongside David and her own siblings as recently as this past summer. What? What, Steve? You really know that, Steve? Parties with David and her own siblings? As recent as this past summer? Like right before she died? This revelation raises more questions about her status during periods when she was listed as missing, as well as a recent September 2024 footage that TMZ obtained of Rivas at home with family. Yeah. I'm wondering. An active missing persons report had placed her in the National Crime Information Center. They did put her in there? Because I was trying to look for her in there. I didn't see it. That's troubling because nobody cleared her. Fisher emphasized that wasn't law enforcement. Why wasn't law enforcement notified that they had eyeballs on her? They knew where she was at. That's not the way that this is supposed to happen. Her family was in touch with her and had an idea where she was at, and that's a real problem. The investigation remains ongoing with the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner yet to determine the cause or manner of death. So, yeah. Wow. Her siblings partying. Yeah. He's famous. Pretty famous. He had a couple songs that went like viral on TikTok and stuff like that. And then he's worth a few $1 million. So yeah, he's, but for her to bring her siblings, she must have not had no care. Like if she's going to invite her siblings, her mom is going to know where she was. Do you think her siblings won't keep their mouth closed? She would know better than that. And her sister was supposedly looking for her. And then it never took her out of the database. Let me see. I swear maybe this wasn't the one that I looked at, but we'll see. I don't see her in there. Let's go to X real fast. – . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . What's this? Whoa. Huh. I guess maybe I got some good news for the parents are Idaho. I think that they might not be showing any crime scene photos. Unredacted University of Idaho murder crime scene photos. Well, good for them. I would like to I would have liked to seen like just super redacted, and I don't know if they'll ever come out with it, but just the nice sheet. I just wanted to see the cop find it. That's all I want to see. Like I don't want to see Maddie. I don't want to see where it was placed. I don't need to see any of that. I just want to see the cop go, oh, look, there's a nice sheath. Yeah, he had like a romantic homicide was one of his like most popular, I think, songs. Like it was like the one song, like that was the song that got him real popular. I guess there's a part, I forget what it is now. And it's like a TikTok. It was like viral on TikTok, but I just started listening. I just listened to his one song, and I don't think I've even listened to the whole thing just for this case. He does have a good voice. I'm not going to take that away from him at all. And he had a real talent there, and he really messed up with that. You know, hate when people waste their talent. The one that I listened to was like, I killed you and you almost died or something like that. I forget. I think that's the homicide one. See, I don't do TikTok either, but I do TikTok. That's weird. Like I know that's weird. I do some TikTok lives now, but I don't really get on there and like post every day or do anything like that or do like viral trends or anything like that. But they said that he was into TikTok. He had like a bunch of viral stuff. So is it Bren? No, he's not in jail. He's not in jail. No, he hasn't been arrested. They are still sorting out everything that they need to sort out, I guess, with him. I mean, she was underage. And not just by a little bit here. And it's not like he's just 18. He's 20 and she's 15. And she was 14 when she died. So that's 14 and 20. That just makes my belly hurt. Like, what would you even want with somebody that age? Either direction. When I was 12 and 13, I was cutting the neighborhood kids' hair out of my bedroom and getting in trouble for it. Probably. I don't think I ever got in trouble for it. Kids will be kids, I guess. I don't know what the heck they said to their parents, but I was like, pull up to Tanya's salon. Come on in. And that's what we did. I mean, we did ding dong ditch. That's not, we used to do, we did that. We did it to this lady. I'm going to hell for this. We did it to this lady. Her name was Orpha. Yeah, her mom gave her that name. She used to have us clean her house for her. And that's why I have no sympathy for this lady, because she'd have us moving her couch and everything. She gives like $10 for 8 hours worth of work. But we were young and we would knock on her door, and she had a little, like one of those wheelchairs. So she had like, just imagine that now that I'm like 40 almost, like, oh my gosh, she should have beat us. But, we would hide around her house and we would be giggling. I know she had to have heard us because we were not very smart kids and not very sly kids. But she'd come out and then she'd go back in and we would do it again. I don't know. We probably kept her young, actually. Us and the bird. She had a bird. Why would you go after a young child, right, Deborah? I know. Like, what would I mean, either way, like, what would a girl want with a 20-year-old, right? I mean, I guess, for her, I can actually at least say he was famous. And that is something that, she was probably thinking like he could take her away from this life. He could take her away from all this stuff that's going on in her house. And he was just there to latch onto that little bit of guidance she needed, that little bit of like maybe a safe place, a friend. She didn't need him. She needed someone her own age, but it's very sad. It's very, very sad. Oh, Here With Me. Oh, I don't know if I've heard that one. And don't forget to hit the like button if you guys don't mind. I think that's all I have for you guys. I did put out, the Patreon. Let me make sure. Share in public posts. How about copy post? I don't know if that maybe, did that copy it? It did, but it's very long. It's a very long link, but it did let me copy it for you guys. And I put the Ellen Greenberg documentary. Oh my gosh, it's a docuseries. It's so good, y'all. It is so good. I had to get Hulu just so we could watch it because I was like, we're gonna watch this. But we're gonna go over her case. We're gonna start covering it tomorrow or Friday. Maybe tomorrow. I may take Friday off and then Saturday. I don't know. I'm trying to think of which way to do it. But Ellen Greenberg, if you haven't been following her case, she was a school teacher, and back in, I think, 2011, she was making a salad for herself because she got out of school early because it was snowing in Philadelphia. That's where I'm from too. So I think that's why I like this case so much. And it's just so interesting. And she ended up, someone ended up killing her, in my opinion, but they ruled it as a suicide. Then they ruled it as a homicide. Then they switched it back to undetermined. And now her parents are fighting for them to open up the case again. It's been really an ongoing battle for them, but there's twists and turns. So I always thought that the concierge guy went upstairs with Sam that day. No, he didn't. He did not. He is on that docu-series and he is like, no, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I did not leave. So it's, I don't know. When you think you know the story, something else happens and you're just like, well, shit. So it's really good. No, I haven't been covering Charlie Kirk. No, I haven't. I know a few people have. I just try not to get anything political on the channel because it could be crazy when that happens. So I just kind of, left Charlie Kirk with the people that knew him. I didn't even know who he was before he passed away. So I felt kind of bad that I didn't know who he was because, he's a political person and, you need to know everybody in the political field. There isn't any more documents out, though. I did look at that for Idaho. Okay, so if you guys want to watch it, it's over there. I'm so glad that it uploaded. So, and everything looks good. Just because my internet was so bad earlier, which I kind of want to switch it over to the regular internet, but I'm afraid to. Maybe I'll try. No, I'm not even going to try. I'm going to try. Mm-mm. But if I hear anything from now on, and you're in the chat, Brent, I'll let you know. Or if at the end of the night, like this, and we're just chit chatting, if you be like, hey, do you have any info? I could always just, Google something, see if anything comes up. But I think I did see something about him though. Something about his wife was on his YouTube channel, maybe. I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. That's how much I knew. That's how much I knew about him. I don't know a lot about the political world, I would say, but But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I appreciate you so very much. I'll be back on tomorrow night, maybe tomorrow day, actually. You never know. But just keep make sure that you have your alerts set, your bells on, all that stuff. Bells and whistles are all on, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow during the day or tomorrow night. So have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful, what is tomorrow? Wednesday, Thursday? Oh, tomorrow's Thursday, October the 2nd. Wow. We're getting down to the final countdown. Alrighty, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out.